Oh yeah. Just get on board. Hear me now. People, get ready for the train a-coming, picking up passengers from coast to coast. All you need is a little faith to hear the diesel humming. Don't need no ticket to just get on board. People, get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors at boredom. There's room for all among those loved the most. I believe, oh I believe, I believe, oh yeah, yeah, I believe, oh you don't need no ticket to just get on board, hear me now. Just to save it long. A pity of those chances grow slimmer, for there's no hiding place against the kingdom's throne. So people,
Two, three, four.
I was born by the river in a little tent, and oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard to live it, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause who knows what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming. I know, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. And then I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me please. And he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Whoa, there been times that I thought, whoa, I would last too long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know
Oh, yes, it will. It's gonna change. It's gonna change. Oh, yes, it will.
There might be less football being played, but BetOnline has way more stuff to bet on this playoff season. From score totals, player performance props to where the next fired coach is going to land, BetOnline is the number one spot for all things NFL betting in 2022. Hey y'all, it's your boy Lloyd Spence, and with the new year comes a new updated desktop and mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, to get started. And it's not just football. BetOnline's basketball, hockey, boxing, and UFC odds coverage is the best of the business. From sports right down to your favorite Vegas casino games, BetOnline is your number one online wagering destination. BetOnline, the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports and play your favorite game. BetOnline, where the game starts. And tell them the Noisemaker said.
Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah. Come on, let's spend a minute. I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. But you make it round the world with the holes in your hand. Popcorn world. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. The popcorn world. What's that saying? Breaking down the rumor, I'm smiling now. Speaking for the people who must go around. Taking truth to power, with the whisper and the shout. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Hey, yeah, say it again, say we're talking noise. Yeah, talking noise. Really don't have to fool around. Never noise keeps us under. No truth divine. The sound that you hear is the sound of success. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Yeah, picking up voices and we're talking noise. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Talking noise. Say it again. We're talking noise. Welcome to Talkin NOIZ, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin NOIZ himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. NOIZ, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother NOIZ, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle NOIZ, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin NOIZ is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin NOIZ.
Uh-oh. It was like a key lower on the internet. It was weird. All right. Well, anyway, we're here. Albie, Mama
Miami Internet.
Noise. Albie got the fancy N95 on right now. What's up? Where you get the N95 from, bro?
I told you I'd have to kill you.
Touche.
Dang.
Actually, one of my coworkers provided me with a handful.
That's nice, man. It's nice when you can get coworkers that love you so much that they'll hook you up with the N95.
You are absolutely right. They want me to stick around long enough. So
yeah, man. Yeah. Looks like you got the right of way, Al. You passing people up left and right, bro.
I'm in turn lane on my way to a doctor's appointment.
Oh no, are you all right?
Just a routine follow-up.
Okay, all right, cool.
Check up.
You know, we gotta tell the noisemaker, keep the noisemakers informed on that kind of stuff. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. Though Al is en route to a doctor's appointment, that does not mean he has lost the capacity or the ability to bring the service to a opening as he can. So Al, if you don't mind, real quick, just call to worship, brother.
Nice. Noise maker.
Yes.
It's been a long weekend, and I know that you are beat up and beat down and downtrodden. But on today, in case you missed it Monday, we invite you to make your way to the nearest pew, grab your bulletin and your food, and if the spirit of the noise makers should happen to fall upon you, feel free to make some noise. So at this time, we ask you to come.
Yes.
Come.
Yes. Thank you, Al. Thank you. Hallelujah.
Wow.
Cuz wants to know, did you bring your stool sample with you? Just FYI. Because that's a lot. I don't know why he put that at the end of call to worship, but that was weird. But good to see everybody here. Pulling up. Eric Tellis. Shout out to Eric Tellis for the stars.
Woo woo!
Give us some stars. We appreciate them stars.
Absolutely.
Good day, man. All right. Well, listen, we got a jam-packed show today. I ain't gonna hold you. Mama Noise, how you feeling today?
I'm well. I'm well. It is a lot going on. In case you missed it Monday, I'm just flabbergasted by the different things that's going on right now.
There's a lot. There's a lot happening right now in the world today. So I don't even know if I'm gonna delay real quick. I do have a couple of quick church announcements. We got What the Hell Wednesday going on this Wednesday. So don't miss that. Black Friday is going to be off the chain because we got Soror Danielle Thomas coming back, the official noise doctor coming in to hang out with us. She's our doctor. She's not a licensed doctor yet. She's en route. But we've already given her noise doctorate, and we feel very comfortable calling her that. So there you go. And then, man, the fire is going to be really good this weekend. The NBA trade deadline is upon us. The Super Bowl is this week. The NBA All-Star game is this week. No, it's next week, but you get the gist. But we got a good week. We got a good week coming up. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Don't miss it. Don't miss any of it as we get ready for it this week. So there you go. Govern yourselves accordingly. Amen. I have a couple of things I wanted to jump right into right off the top. The first being, I'm sure by now you have heard about Amir Locke, the young man who was killed in Minneapolis, the 20-year-old young man who was killed in Minneapolis on a no-knock warrant situation. He was laying, according to police body cam that I have witnessed, he seemed to be laying on his couch or on some kind of thing next to the couch, and it was late at night. He's apparently a driver, like I don't want to call him an Uber driver, but maybe it's Uber. Yeah, Uber. Well, I don't know if it's Uber, but it's like he's a driver, food delivery driver, and he had a gun, I guess, that he carries with him for protection. He is licensed, and he does have a concealed carry permit, or he did have a concealed carry permit. The police did not knock. They came into his home. They shot him where he was trying to get up and I guess respond to people being in his house. And it looked like there may have been 3 to 4 police officers in the home. And I don't know why they didn't knock. I'm not sure what the reason of not allowing them to be notified that they were coming in was, but that's where we are with that circuit.
Did I not read in the article that they used a key that they had been given?
Yeah.
It looks like they use something.
Is that what no knock means? They just come in with a key?
Well, no.
No knock just means they enter without making themselves known or where. But generally, that's entry with force. They immediately use force, but they entered into his residence with a key, from what I read. Which
and the video shows it too.
Well, the video shows them opening the door.
Heightened to alarm as well.
Right. The video shows them opening the door, not non-forcefully, and it looks like they use either a key or a key-like thing. I don't know if it's clear that they put a key in the lock, but it is clear that they unlocked the door and came on in. So, I've
not seen the video, but I did read the article.
Yeah. I obviously we're not shocked by another story like this.
But it's Hennepin County, Minneapolis again.
Yeah.
This is like the 3rd or 4th incident, at least.
Well, now, Al, I need you to stay calm. You're on your way to a doctor's appointment. The last thing we want them to have is your heightened blood pressure. So, so stay calm.
Fact.
It is that for sure.
We're gonna need you to lay here for 20 minutes, and we'll come back in and check.
Exactly.
Mm.
So it's not surprising. It's not this particular county obviously has a ton of problems, and they've obviously hired a ton of police who are afraid of black people of any kind. Even when the odds are in their favor, they are terrified. Which I get it.
What I don't understand is that if you're licensed to carry a weapon and you have the permit and all of that, if you have also access to a no-knock warrant that you're coming in people's houses, then they have a right to defend themselves if you're just coming in their house unannounced.
Right.
So why didn't they just say police or something?
But the video doesn't show him necessarily defending himself. The video shows him waking up.
So yes, he did have a gun. He did have a gun, but he didn't point it in a threatening manner from what I saw. Right.
He didn't have time to, hey, what are y'all doing in my house? It was like they came in, they already had their guns drawn.
Right.
So it's very unfortunate. It really is. I don't know if this will ever stop. I don't know. But here we are once again. So, and which means more months of Benjamin Crump. So,
and I'm sick of hearing another tragedy. This is another assassination.
Yeah, that's not a tragedy.
In my opinion.
That was even worse.
Yeah. Cuz is here. I don't know why we're in opposite clothing today. Like I'm in all black, he's in all white. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if he's just trying to highlight our opposing thoughts from time to time, or what's
Yin yang. Yin yang.
yin yang. It's a yin yang thing. Or we're the yin yang twins.
I know you went straight to a very serious conversation, but before you go all the way there, I'm amazed that Louisville. Yeah, that one. I'm amazed that you guys have. Looks like you have major thoroughfares. I didn't know you guys had such broad streets with all that concrete.
What you thought we had dirt roads?
This ain't Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah,
we've already had that conversation.
I knew that was
yeah. And Jay, just I'm not sure you're aware of this, but like our stores stay open after 5. So
oh my gosh, what is happening? And the street lights do as well.
It's very. This is what happens in big cities, my friend.
You might also want to know that Louisville is one of the top 20, maybe even 15 largest metropolitan areas in the United States.
Yeah.
How are you, Jay Joyner?
I mean, just
on this beautiful Monday morning.
I mean, all those surveys where they, add up how many people live in the area. You always wonder whether or not they're counting cows or they're counting, you never know.
Wow.
I agree, because there's no way Jackson is as big as they say it is. There's no way. I don't buy that at all. So you are one in this. You are correct, sir.
Counting cows.
Nobody buying that at all. That's Jackson, Mississippi. Come on, let's settle down. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay, but we appreciate the levity. Yes, we need it. We need it on days like today. We need it. We need it.
Not on a Monday. We didn't need his aggression on a Monday. Not like that.
I appreciate it when he comes in.
When you was riding down the highway, man, I thought you was in, Chicago or somewhere. I was like, golly, look at all that concrete.
It is a 4-lane. It is a 4-lane interstate going one direction. I know that in Jackson there's like 2 lanes at most. I understand.
Okay.
Well, it looks like it's 2 lanes. It's actually just one street with a line down the middle.
Yeah, the divided highway. Just a divided highway.
Not really 2 lanes per se. Make sure you cross. Make sure you cross on the broken lines, what they say.
I never could understand that. That's how I got my first ticket in some place called Brownsville, Tennessee, is because they was like, did you know the speed limit changed? I was like, what?
Well, that's how
and they was like,
that's how they get you in these small towns for sure.
They was like, it's not this is not the interstate. This is a divided highway right now.
It drops abruptly. Like you'll be going 65, 70, and it'll drop to like 35. And you'll be like, what?
Well, Jay travels a lot, so I'm sure he's witnessed it. But if you've ever left Kentucky going to Panama City and you go through Dothan and those little towns in Alabama, they do that constantly. Like you'll be at 55, and next thing you know, behind a tree, there's a sign that says 25.
Right.
And then you get pulled over by Sheriff P. Coltrane that says, did you see that sign back there? I said, no, what sign? I said, I'm still on the interstate. He said, no, this ain't the interstate.
I reckon you.
That same thing used to happen to us in Arkansas, Fort Smith, Arkansas, to be exact.
That's true. That's true.
Booking, and all of a sudden that speed limit would drop, and then Bonnie Fife would come out there.
It's true.
Sheriff Buford T. Justice.
We just gonna pull all the racist white men in law enforcement that we know.
That's who pulled me over.
Is that what we're doing? Is that where the show's going today?
That's what happened. That's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That don't make it less racist.
Furthermore, I get to court and then I say, Okay, now hold on, Jay's grateful.
What? This is how I feel inside.
And you know what? That's the truth. Back in the day, now they don't do this. I don't think anymore. But it used to be back in the day when you got pulled over in those little small towns, you had to pay the ticket on the spot.
No, you don't do that now. But I hear that because if you don't get me while I'm there, I probably ain't coming back.
Used to be.
No, my mama said she got pulled over one time, and the courthouse was at a house. It was a house, not a real bona fide courthouse, and the jail was in the basement.
Well, listen, to the surprise of no one, we've drifted off the point just a little bit. But I would like.
I said we had to get some levity before we go, deep.
Well, listen, and I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I take no efforts in mocking you in this particular case because we needed it. But in all honesty, I don't necessarily want to spend a whole lot of time on the Amir Lock thing. We know what it is. It's nothing different than what it's always been. So I don't.
Got the stool sample off already? He finished?
Yeah,
What
man.
is happening right now?
Al is efficient. If nothing, if nothing, he's efficient.
What did he say? What'd you say, Dark Knight?
He said you dropped your stool sample off.
I can't do it. What is happening?
Dark Knight.
I've not even made it to the doctor's office, sir. You know, I gotta go further than just through the one traffic light. It's like on the other end of town, sir.
Listen, confession time, and this is why I brought up the stool sample a couple of times.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Found yourself early today.
We're here to bless people and help people.
That is true. That is true. We are. That's what we do.
When you get a little bit older, the checks become different.
Oh my.
The what?
The checks that they do. You go to the doctor for a checkup.
Oh.
And the checks become different as you get a little bit older. They start checking different shit that they didn't normally check on you back in the day.
Well, there's no way this ends well.
I had to provide, because of my age, a stool sample. I said, what in the hell is society coming to?
What did you put it in? Did you put it in like a Tupperware or?
I felt like a dog.
What did you put it in? Did you put it in like a Tupperware or like one of those?
Oh, they had this cute little sterile device, a little container there, and
you just scoop it out and put it in there.
Scoop and seal, and now the person who has the job of checking shit.
Oh.
What the hell? What the hell?
My nose, you're breathing deep, but this is a normal.
I just cannot.
It's a normal part of getting older.
What does that have to do with in case you missed it Monday?
Damn.
They have to check your colon for colon cancer, and that's something that we all have to get done.
That is true. That is very true. Though we don't have to describe it graphically on a podcast. We don't have to do that. That part's not actually important. But we do have to get the checkup. You are correct, sir.
That's one of the problems with society. We don't want to talk about what we all go through. And if you ain't going through it, just hold on. Your time coming.
Okay. Well, thank you for that.
Okay.
That was the Jay Joyner public service announcement.
Listen, Jay Joyner, ladies and gentlemen. Jay.
The hell?
Joyner. I mean, goodness.
What the hell?
All right.
I know, Kevin. I know.
Like I said, we won't spend a lot of time on it. But what are your thoughts on? I know, Ron. We're gonna move on. What are your thoughts, Jay, on the Amir Lock thing?
I hate commenting so quick because we don't know, but it's around the same thing that always seems to happen. These no no knock laws.
Yeah.
Listen, the police department is well aware that most Americans at this point, not all, but most Americans' household have ammunition, weaponry, guns.
Yeah.
Supposedly that's an American right, and everybody's supposed to be packing. And if you live in certain areas of town, you might not just be packing in the drawer in the bedroom. You might have the damn thing sitting beside you on the couch because you're wondering what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So with the amount of guns we have, police work is harder. But they need to change the rules. You just can't bust up in people's houses and then holler, he got a gun. He's in his damn house.
Yeah.
So that seems like a setup to me. That just doesn't seem right. You know the damn laws. It's legal to have guns. Even if it ain't legal, he might still have a gun.
Right.
So we have to approach it differently.
Unless you don't want to.
Unless you don't want to.
Yeah. Now that's what it all comes down to. Because to me, the best way to protect the police in this particular case is for everybody to play on the same equal playing field. You don't get shot because you've announced. They don't get shot because you've announced. Now, if you're trying to shoot somebody, so that's all I have to say about this right now. Unless y'all got more to say, because again, to Jay's point, I don't know everything that there is to know about this. Based on what I've seen and read, it feels kind of cut and dry. But I'm willing to wait on some evidence.
What were they gonna do if he had a chain on the door?
That's a great question.
I'm saying that jingle would have gave him an indication that somebody's trying to come into the house. But they were sneakily trying to come in the house, low key. Like, I mean, it's like
I kind of get.
So my understanding, and I know you want to move on, but my understanding that a no knock is to expeditiously detain the assailant or the suspect, not give them an opportunity to dispose of or discard any paraphernalia. So why can't, upon reproach, they shut off the water or plug off the sewage, something to that effect? What?
Well,
they have access to the main water shut off from outside the house.
Well, even if you shut off the water, you still got one more flush. And if you got two toilets, you got two flushes.
I'm just gonna say this to that because I again, what does it matter? Like, and what I mean by that is, if first of all, for you not to knock, or for you to say I don't want to knock because I don't want to give him the opportunity to do something criminal or to get rid of the evidence, well, you're assuming that he's actually guilty.
Exactly. If you have enough evidence to acquire a no-knock warrant, then you should have enough evidence already to convict.
Right. So you should knock. Say, hey, we have a warrant for your arrest.
Right.
Why not knock? The law is on your side.
Right.
Part of the reason is supposedly because some of our criminals have more arms than our police officers. You can't walk up in anybody's house nowadays and think that your 9mm is going stop somebody, because some of these jokers packing. So you try to catch them off guard. I kind of understand that. You try to catch them off guard. The element of surprise. Hopefully, he in the kitchen frying some chicken. And we caught him off guard. Okay, I get that. But the problem is when you do that, you still have to have a mentality that probably somebody's going to die. So now you're not just the arresting police officer. You are the jury, the judge, and the executioner.
Right.
Doing it all in one fell swoop.
Listen, I'm not saying there's a perfect way to do this. I'm saying, though, at least if you say we're knocking and then you come on in, they know you're there. They know what's there. They know what's about to happen. You know what's about to happen, so you come in prepared. Now you've justified whatever happens from that moment, because you did say, and it's on the body cam, police, we're here to serve a warrant. We're coming in. Then if you want to knock the door down off the hinges, you told them you were knocking it off the hinges.
Do I have the right to protect my home no matter who at my front door knocking?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Listen, I didn't say it wasn't dangerous. It wasn't dangerous. So, and to Sean's point, only one cop shot. So maybe he caught everybody off guard. Maybe he was like, everybody else was like, what are you doing? Like, bro, calm down.
Well, he did have a gun now. He did have a gun, supposedly. I mean, they showed a pistol.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
It's dangerous, but it's the policy has to change. We got to do better. We're killing too many people without them going to jury, court. You're killing the
Ron said, can you at least wait till they come out? Maybe they come out for breakfast the next morning. You get them in. Maybe you catch them at work or something. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. It just seems like there could be some better ways to do this.
I agree.
But okay. So that was one highly volatile story over the last week or weekend or whatever. The other one is, and I've kind of waited to see how this was all going to unfold, but this Joe Rogan thing. It started as a little and then went from a little to a lot, and now it's gone into a situation with circumstance and full-blown conundrum. At first, it was just COVID misinformation. Everybody's like, nah, bro, you got to stop saying stuff like that. And then the internet, being the undefeated place that it is, said, hey, man, you've been saying reckless stuff for a while. And Joe was like, no, I haven't. And it was like, yes, you have. He was like, no, I haven't. And it was like, word, you haven't? And then NDIRE was like, oh, yes, he has.
Hey, y'all. I'm going to leave a short message here about why I decided to ask my music be pulled off of Spotify. So check this out.
You know, saying the word you've already said is just like saying she's calling you like this boy that he's a and starts calling him third. There should be a word like, especially like the word that's our he says and then our starts saying how to use the word, not the word.
I empathize with the people who are leading for the COVID disinformation reasons, and I think that they should. I also think that Joe Rogan has the right to say what he wants to say. I also think that I have the right to say what I want to say. So as an artist who builds, Spotify is built on the back of the music streaming. So they take this money that's built from streaming and they pay this guy $100 million, but they pay us 0.003% of a penny. Just take me off. I don't want to generate money that pays this. Just take me off. That's where I'm at. And I know that I'm actually, to be honest with you, surprised that my statements were picked up, because I thought people weren't really going to listen to me, because that's what I'm used to from the industry. But I'm glad that I am being heard, and for that reason, I want to clarify my statements.
To be fair, I don't think she put the video of Joe Rogan saying the N-word over and over and over together, but somebody did, and man, they kept all the N-word receipts. And by the way, it wasn't nigga, it was nigger. It was hardcore ER. And Joe
hardcore ER.
And Joe addressed it. So I want to give fair. I want to
Hang on. What before you play that part, Lloyd? Let's to Slimy Joe's defense. That was a what do they call it when they put a bunch of different? Yeah, that was a compilation over many years. So that wasn't just one conversation. So
yeah, no. That's where I was going now. That's where I was going. So and I want to give him a chance to defend himself. So here's him defending a lot of the receipts that have been found over the last week year.
I was also talking about how there's not another word like it in the entire English language, because it's a word where only one group of people is allowed to use it, and they can use it in so many different ways. Like if a white person says that word, it's racist and toxic, but a black person can use it and it could be a punchline. It could be a term of endearment. It could be lyrics to a rap song. It could be a positive affirmation. It's a very unusual word, but it's not my word to use. I never used it to be racist because I'm not racist. From 11 years ago, I was telling a story on the podcast about
this last part is him talking about a story he told on podcast where he talked about going to the movies and he went to a black town and it was like Planet of the Apes or something. So I'll let you hear his thoughts.
How me and my friend Tommy and his girlfriend, we got really high. We were in Philadelphia and we went to go see Planet of the Apes. And we got dropped off in this all black neighborhood. And I was trying to make the story entertaining. And I said, we got out and it was like we were in Africa. It's like we were in Planet of the Apes. I did not, nor would I ever say that black people are apes. And I immediately afterwards said, that's a racist thing to say. I was just saying there's a lot of black people there. But then I went on to talk about what a positive experience it was and how much fun it was to go to see this movie in a black neighborhood.
All right. So
Joe Rogan, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Rogan.
How much fun it was to go see Planet of the Apes in the black neighborhood.
And by the way, I want full disclosure. This is a person who is a friend to my pastor, Dave Chappelle.
Uh-oh.
He is a friend.
Oh, I can only wait to hear his comments.
Well, he hasn't responded yet.
When he does, because I'm sure it's going to be something.
I don't even know where to begin with this story. Maybe I should let Cuz start. You muted, Cuz. You muted.
You know, one of the most dangerous things in America is uneducated white people.
Oh.
One of the most dangerous things in America is educated white people.
Why do you say that?
Well, the uneducated white people don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. They just uneducated. They don't know. That might have been offensive. I'm saying what I'm saying.
I like it.
They don't know. They unlearn. They have never studied history. They don't fully grasp what took place and the impact that it had on people. So generally speaking, education is supposed to enlighten you. That's one of the things that college does.
It's supposed to
enlighten you to all the different cultures and all the different people, and white people could stop believing that they were the first ones on earth, and some of them just might realize that Jesus ain't really white. I mean, but yet they praise his name. Okay. Anyway, but one of the most dangerous things is an educated white person that believes that they can articulate a stance about race because they're analytical. They are intelligent. They're intellectual. So therefore, they feel that they can engage in the conversation on an intellectual level. The problem is, you asshole, race is not an intellectual thing in this country. It's not. People were killed. People were marginalized. And those people passed it on to the generations after generations because it continued. But now you're trying to sit in your chair, comfortable leather, and you want to speak to us with your words. That's one of the most dangerous things that white people could do. That's why I told my white friend, who is an intellectual, I told him, it's time for you to shut up and listen. Mr. What's his name? Joe Rogan. He was trying to detach himself from conversation and have a political discussion about race in America.
Mm-hmm.
How they use the same word.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of the most dangerous things in America is an uneducated white man.
Yeah.
One of the most dangerous things in America is an educated white man.
So basically, you're saying white men are dangerous? Is that what you're saying? There are two major problems I see with this particular situation. Number one, and y'all know I love my pastor. Y'all know I love him.
Mm-hmm.
And I will continue to love him.
Yeah.
But part of this is his fault.
Mm-hmm.
Part of this is his fault. Let's just call it. We gotta call. Listen, you gotta hold your man of God accountable like you would hold anybody else accountable. Part of this is my pastor's fault. Because you can't give a person a pass on egregious behavior and call him a friend. If he's your friend, you got to hold him accountable just like you would anybody else. My pastor has held other blacks accountable. I've heard him hold other whites accountable. I've heard him he definitely holds the alphabet group accountable. You got to hold Joe Rogan accountable. He ain't no different. He's no exception. If he's wrong, he's wrong. And if you're his friend, you have to tell him, bro, you are wildly out of pocket.
No question.
You wildly out of pocket. He doesn't get a pass just because that's your friend. In fact, it's more, you have more of a responsibility to hold him accountable because he's your friend.
Right.
You have to tell him he's wrong. You have to come forward here quickly and say that he's wrong. The Rock came out, Dwayne Johnson came out week before last, and when Joe Rogan was going through all the COVID conversation, The Rock came out and said, hey, people have the right to have differences of opinion and blah, blah, blah. And then somebody took to Twitter and said, yo, Rock, you know you use the N-word all the time. And then The Rock quick as he said, I'm going to defend Joe Rogan, he was even quicker with the Homer Simpson back into the pussy. He said, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm educating. So the way you educate is you call your boy up and say, yo, man, what's this about? You got me out here defending you, and now this? What's this about? Now, all of his he's not racist white friends are going to come forward and defend him. They are. They're going to say, oh, he's not racist. That's not who he is. That's not what he is. And he may not be. Maybe he is, as Jay just said, a dumbass. Maybe it's as simple as he's just a dumbass. But you're trying to pass as an expert.
Wow.
And that's the problem.
Well,
you're
apparently
pass as intelligent and knowledgeable.
There you go. Bingo.
The CEO of Spotify is it says doubling down on keeping the podcaster on the platform.
Oh, of course, because as NDRE says, number one, he's paying him $100 million. And then number two, he's the #1 podcast in the world. So I get why he's protecting his investment. It's no different than Netflix protecting my pastor. It's the same thing.
But they've been slowly and surely, there's been a exodus of people wanting to be pulled from Spotify.
Yeah, but those people wanted to be pulled for the vaccination thing. I ain't heard nobody say I'm pulling my stuff off Spotify because he's a racist, because Joe Rogan said racist things. Only person I heard say that was NDRE, and shout out to her for taking the stance that she did. Now, I'm gonna say this though. If Joe Rogan truly is quote unquote sorry for what he said, if he's I made a mistake, I'm not racist, now the same energy that you gave to use that word so flippantly because you thought because you were friends with my pastor and other blacks community, the same energy and intensity by which you gave out that word, you need to match that intensity with restitution.
Facts.
You need to go out of your way to show that you understand and that you're going to be educated going forward on how egregious it is for a Wahite man to constantly use this word in society.
Go back to that black neighborhood that you watched Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I don't want to hear your apologies. I want to see your actions. If you're really sorry, show me.
Here's what I believe. Here's what I believe the show is. What white people need to do. I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again because I may have not been clear. They need to shut up and listen. That's really what the answer is. Listen. Stop telling us how we should feel. Stop telling us how we should talk. Listen. Mr. NOIZ, you've had the experience too. It's almost as if white people don't really want you to be black.
They don't. A lot, bro. Listen, a lot of them don't. But I got news for you, boy. Y'all not ready to have this conversation today. There are a lot of black people that are being successful because of white people that also don't want you to be black.
There you go. You're just an American now. You're no longer a black American. You're not an African American. You are an American.
That is one of those egregious narratives that is being pushed through the Christian church. We're all one.
Yeah.
So we put aside all of the other stuff that separates and divides us for the cause of Christ. Why can't we be black and love Jesus?
I mean, listen, that would be too much like
I have to choose. You not choosing.
There's not a white person alive, damn near, and I shouldn't say alive because that's too much. You never say all inclusive. But white people know their lineage. They know if they're Irish. They know if they're German. They know if they're from the UK and Scotland. And they know who they are. But yet, they want to take from us our identity. Took from the Africans, damn it. You told the Africans who they were. And you still trying to tell us who we supposed to be?
Yeah.
We have the right now to say who we are.
Yeah.
James Brown told us who we was. James Brown told us.
Yeah.
Now you don't want me to be black and proud. You want me to be a proud American. Damn you. You don't have the right to tell us how to feel. Who to be.
I want to share something, full disclosure. I was a worship pastor for many years, basically 2 decades worth of time. And I remember we did a joint men's retreat with a what we called a sister church that was predominantly Wahite. And so we would join our worship together for the men, our bands and our praise teams. And for the first 2 years that I was a part of it, they would send over the music that we were going to do. They would say, this is what we're going to do for the retreat. So after the 3rd year, I said, hey. I don't see no John P. Key in here. I don't see no Israel in here. I don't see no Fred Hammond in here. We don't know those people. Oh, well, my people know those people. My point is, we want to do this is a joint retreat where we're coming together because y'all are asking us to foot half the bill, right? Y'all not paying for the whole thing. We pay for half, y'all pay for half. Is that how it works? Yeah, okay. Well, then everything needs to be split down the middle. Y'all need to get down with some of these black worship songs, just like we getting down with some of y'all songs. We'll work with you, but this is our retreat, not yours. That's my problem with America, that story. This is our country. Y'all didn't build this by yourself. Matter of fact, you didn't build most of it.
Facts. With y'all lazy ass. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
Hey, whoa, I was not expecting that.
I'm just saying, it was all other ethnicities that did the labor. Y'all just ones want to grandstand out front and talk about this is what we did.
Y'all said, man, cotton would make a great shirt. We were the ones that came up with how to get it, how to mine it, how to turn it into fabric. We did all of that part. Y'all said, man, peanuts. We're like, okay, we figured out how to turn it into 70 to 100 different things. So this is our country too. So you don't get to tell us how to feel in our country.
I'm just, come on.
I'm with you, cuz this is ridiculous. But Joe I agree. I think Joe needs to do two things. I agree with what you said. Uh-oh. I'll knock something down. I agree with what you said in that Joe needs to be quiet and learn for a little while. That's number one. But then I also think Joe needs to figure out how to make things right. You need to figure out how to make things right. You can't use the word nigga with impunity over the last 10, 15 years and not have to make restitution for that.
I don't know what the restitution would be.
I don't either. And honestly, I'm really tired of telling you how to make it right. Figure it out. Do what's in your heart to do what's right. Whatever that is. If that's joining a black church, if that's giving money to HBCU, whatever you feel like you need to do to make things right. But you do need to make it right. You're not a racist? Prove you're not a racist.
Well, prove. I think the restitution would be, I don't disagree with the HBCU part, but I think the restitution would be to go on and listen to Black people and their concerns in this country.
How about elevation?
Every time a Black person tries to talk about race, white people want to shut us down. They don't want to talk about race.
Okay, well, cuz to your point, you got the #1 podcast in the world. How about you bring on a string of Black people and elevate their podcast to a new level because of your platform? Do that. Whatever you feel like is right. I'm not going to tell you what to do because I'm tired of telling folks what to do. Y'all don't want to do it. Because if I tell you what to do, you're going to do the bare minimum of that. But do something to make it right. I like Cuz's idea. Here's a podcast you can bring us on. We'll talk to you about race. We'll have a candid conversation with you. And then for the next 6 months, keep telling people about Talkin NOIZ. That'll help bring some restitution. Yeah. Say, I'm learning from this podcast. They're teaching me a lot of stuff, and you as a white person can learn as well. Go see Talkin NOIZ and hear what they have to say about race. That'd be great. Turn your white friends on to us. Turn your white friends on to podcasts like us. But you need to make it right, though. That's my point. Make it right. If you're not racist, make it right. Ron said, why are we mad at a white person saying nigga? He didn't say nigga. He said nigger. Yeah.
It's
over and over and over and over again.
What do you say? It's an interesting word.
You know, I know why Ron is my deacon. I need to elevate him to co-pastor though.
Wow. Okay.
Not that we're sleeping together. No.
Wait. What? How do we get to that? I don't think that's where he was.
Most of them co-pastors be co-pastoring with their
Nope.
wives.
Nope.
What the hell?
Keep it in the family. Come on now. Anyway, I 100% agree with what he just said. Now, that doesn't mean Wahite doesn't have responsibility for what they say. How what you say impacts me is the problem. It's just as much of a problem as what you say.
That's what I said, Derek.
What? I said something wrong?
No, it was just the whole we're not sleeping together thing. I'm not sure. We were all prepared for that. We weren't necessarily ready.
I mean, co-pastor. You know what? Listen, very seldom do co-pastors is it two different men from two different homes. They try to keep their money in the same house under the same roof.
Right.
Okay.
Y'all don't want to talk to me.
Listen, Ron, you're not wrong. That we said and we what I believe Ron is trying to say, we unconsciously give a pass to other races to say it when we say it so egregiously ourselves. I get that. And to my answer to Ron with that is that's just how it is.
I mean, listen.
When you've been beaten and hung and kicked and bitten by dogs and water holes and this, that, and the other, and we decided we taking that word back for our own, and you got a problem with it, well, get over it. That's just how it is.
I mean,
I'm not listen.
And really, I believe that's a part of me attempting to address my co-pastor.
Yeah.
Who is just
my co-pastor
wiser than I am.
I
believe that's a part of the reason why we took the word and tried to use it as a word of endearment.
It is.
Even though there was a part programming in that, they called us niggers, so we called each other's niggers. But we changed it to nigga in order to take the sting off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The problem is, I don't think that's worked.
No, it hasn't.
Still just as impacted by the word from the Wahite,
Right.
we were many years ago.
Right.
So we use it as a term of endearment. I mean, I tell my wife all the time.
Oh no.
The first lady.
I tell my wife all the time,
That's the first lady.
But listen, also the word nigger does not have an impact on me.
Wow. So you ask people, is that ER or is that A?
No, I don't give a damn which one you use. That's me personally now. That's not
Right.
That's not noise media. That's not the black community, because the black community as a whole, we're not there yet. But
No.
listen, ultimately, we have to get there as a people to where what a white man says does not have an impact on us. I know I've said it 100 times on this show, and every time I say it, people hold their head down. Oh, here he goes.
Mm-hmm.
So he's soup sandwich. But the reality is, what people say and do to you, they're wrong for what they say and do to you. How it impacts you is up to you, though.
Yeah, I'm at a place now where I don't care that you don't like it. I didn't like a lot of stuff y'all did.
Well.
Joe Rogan said, it's such a different kind of word because only one group of people can use it. Why do you want to use it?
I mean, listen.
I mean, why do you want to use it? And you had a good run of using it. Listen, you had a run for about 300 years where you used it.
I mean,
so at least give us 300 years equal, and then after that, after we hit our 300-year mark, then maybe we can talk.
I don't
but
know.
Until then, well, listen, that ain't for that's for my kids to have a conversation about.
Okay.
Nothing to do with me. But I'm saying now that we have taken ownership of the words, nigga and nigger.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Get over it.
I'm just.
The word is tied to racism for now. Until there is a societal shift in that. That's where we are.
The most.
Listen, I'll do you one better, Derek. It is a black thing to turn a negative anything into something positive. That's what we do.
Yeah,
that is what we've always done. You say, here are these pig parts. We ain't giving you no bacon, sausage, pork chops, pork loin, pork roast, none of that. Take whatever's left and do something with it. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, where can we get some of y'all chitlins and pig feet and pig ears? You want that too?
Yeah, yeah.
You want everything that you passed down to us negatively, that we've turned into something positive. You now want the negative and the positive. You want all of it. That's right. The point, Ron. The point is that we get mad at them. The point is that every time we find a way to survive your oppression and survive your ways towards us, every time you want what you've done to us and how we overcome it, and you want all of it as your own.
Yeah.
Come on, man. When does it stop?
That's right.
That includes Christianity.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm telling you. That's
every time you take it and you flip it to something that you want.
You make something beautiful out of what was it? Beautiful ashes. Every time you make something beautiful for the ashes you was given, then all of a sudden,
our greatest gift is our ability to survive tragedy and overcome hard times. That is a black person's greatest asset. And no, it hasn't done anything for us, Ron, but that's not really the point. I take that back. I think it has to some degree, and I'll disagree slightly with Cuz on this. I think to some people, being able to say nigga whenever you want to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers, whoever I think it does kind of, to some degree, take a little bit of the sting out of it. Not saying it takes it all the way out, because you're right. If a white person said tomorrow, they'd be ready to fight. I agree with that. But I do think it does take some of it, and it's almost like a nan situation. Now, I don't know if that helps. I don't know if it helps, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know how you can have a good spades game or some dominoes without the word nigga involved.
What? Nigga?
I don't know how you do that. You could not play spades and dominoes talking about God bless you, brother.
Domino, my friend. No. I'm slamming this ball down and tagging it with an ER or A.
That's what you're going to say from now on. ER.
Hey. And if I'm closing out the 300 or the 500, depending on what we're going, depending on the game I'm playing, ER, nigga. I'm saying. I just think Joe got to make this right. That's my personal opinion. He got to make this right, and I don't know I don't know what that looks like. I know what I'd like to see, like you said, because I think you made a great suggestion. You educate yourself, man, and bring on people. Create a new circle of education, and then elevate those that can educate you, and then let's see what happens.
I think because he's friends with Pastor Chappelle, that Bishop Chappelle, that he feels that he should be able to have the same liberties.
I know Mama Noise. That's what I was saying earlier. That's exactly what I was saying. I know that's what it is.
Look, Dave can't have all the fun. He's having so much fun with all of his live stand-ups and being who he is, and I want that fun too.
But that's why I had to hold Pastor accountable.
Okay.
Because sometimes you have to have accountability to the things that you have, like your internet. And guess what? NordVPN is our new sponsor, and they want to talk to us about peace of mind. Because what's more important than peace of mind? Nothing. That's what NordVPN is here for. To give you a peace of mind while you are online. And with all the threats that you face today on the internet, it is more important than ever to be sure that you have the best VPN you can get. And NordVPN is the world's best VPN service, offering the fastest connectivity, most servers, and next-gen encryption to make sure that everything you do online stays secure. If Joe Rogan had NordVPN, maybe people wouldn't find all them N-word receipts that he had. But they did. He didn't, and they did. So there you go. Plus, you can use NordVPN on all your computers and devices, no matter the operating system. With NordVPN's unlimited bandwidth, you never have to worry about a slow connection either, and plans start at under $4 per month. So grab your exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/believe and use the code BLEAV, believe, to get up to 70% off your NordVPN plan plus one additional month for free. It's also risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. So there you go. See how I did that?
You did that.
Smooth as silk.
I'm just trying to be great in these lanes.
Well, then you incorporated that if Seth would have had that.
Not Seth, Joe.
I mean Joe. So I apologize.
What the hell is Seth? Who's that?
Seth is the big dude. The comedian. Right. Derek said nobody drops the N-word like Eddie Murphy. That's true. Eddie Murphy was the key. He could drop an N-word. And I don't know. Richard Pryor was good at it too.
Richard Pryor and Red Fox.
Yeah. Red Fox dropped the N-word on regular TV.
And you can't forget George Jefferson.
And Sherman Hemsley. That's right.
And Esther. Aunt Esther.
Aunt Esther, yeah.
All of them.
You're right.
Oh my gosh.
All right. It's still in case you missed it Monday, y'all. And listen, you missed it. I'm just telling you right now, you missed it. You missed it. You missed AJ Johnson. She had some things to say. I really can't do it justice by telling you the story. I'll just say threesomes and go.
Threesomes.
Uh-oh.
When it's two women and a man. But do you think we'll ever come to a place in society where it'll be like a threesome is two men and a woman, and they'll be okay with that?
No. What does that mean?
I mean, but some men they do it, but again, it's just to them is a train. It's not a threesome. Even for women, a lot of women will never do that. Yeah, when they ask me, they're like, "Would you do a threesome?" I'm like, "Yeah, bring in. Let me pick the guy." They're like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, I get so mad.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly, I've
Let me
only
pick the guy.
done that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And
Two
and
men?
two men.
Mhm.
And they traded off. It was like they were friends and they traded off. It's the best 50th birthday ever.
Yes.
Okay. And they traded off. So it was never like them together.
Okay.
It was like they were flip-flopping me. You know, one would please me, then he'd pass me to the other. And one would kiss me, and then he'd spin me around for the other.
Oh,
It
that's
was like
powerful.
a beautiful dance. Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
Wow.
It was
Tennis
like
match.
it was like doing a salsa with two guys at the same time. Just like romantic and sexy,
Nice.
and never intertwined, but at the same time it was two.
So they were friends with each other.
They were friends.
Okay.
And I knew they were friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all about that Coco Patron.
So for those who don't know who AJ Johnson is, she's the if you're going old school, she is Shireen from House Party. If you're going slightly newer school, she's the mama and baby boy. Very beautiful young lady.
Tyrese mama and Melvin's woman.
Melvin's woman and baby boy. I don't know what to do with this information.
I know one thing. I'm uncomfortable.
I am uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
I am. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Because it's a two dudes and a woman. Right?
I don't believe. I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna shut up. I don't believe that I should be butt ass naked in a room with a man whose garbage is inches apart.
Well, she said they took turns.
What do you mean took turns? They were still in the bed together. I mean, did he
No. If I understand the story correctly, he would come over, get in the bed with her, do his thing, then he tagged the other dude in, and then he'd come back over, and then they just kept tagging in and out.
So there's like a 20-minute gap in between. Did she have?
Nah, it didn't sound like no gap.
Well, no, I don't know if she took breaks. They took breaks.
So she didn't have time to wipe up.
It doesn't.
Yeah, sorry, you can just mute and modify.
Yeah, you can mute. Yeah, it doesn't feel like she had time to wipe up, according to her. I'm just going by what she said.
Listen,
I didn't hear her say there was a shower in between each session.
No.
I don't mind a threesome as long as I go first.
That's not a threesome.
What I ain't gonna do is come behind you. You left all your garbage, and now I got to deal with her and you.
You know, it's awful peculiar that you would say that, but then if it was two females, you ain't trying to clean up no garbage.
Well, that ain't coming behind nobody.
It's come behind another female.
She didn't deposit something into her, and now I got to contend with that deposit.
She has a deposit as well.
Yeah, but that's right. She has her own deposit, so I don't mind going to different banks. But what I ain't gonna do is.
Well, let me just say this. And Ryan agrees with you. Yeah, apparently, y'all got a mantra at y'all church: first in, first out.
Clearly.
But let me take this a different direction.
Is there a different direction?
There is a different direction. There's one that has not been talked about as much as relates to this story. 50?
She was living out her.
You waited till you got 50 to want to try this?
She like, look, I'm getting older. I'm gonna need to go ahead and do what I dreamt of doing, but never did. Furthermore, the chick that was interviewing her was just a little too excited about.
Well, it was several chicks actually. This is the Lip Service podcast starring Angela Yee and friends. But
okay.
I
really.
Well,
that's what you waited to do. That's the gift you gave yourself at 50.
Well, she was probably going through change, and she was.
Well, I was just going to say because nobody want no dry at 50 like that.
She was using it as lube.
What? Don't nobody want what?
Number two got up and
doing that at 50.
Number two got up and then said, "Wow,
50." Like, come on, man, 50. Like, if you'd have told me you was in your 20s, okay, 30s, okay.
Listen,
once you cross the 40 threshold, come on, man, settle down.
I know of plenty of men of my friends that two men have slept with one woman at the same time.
At 50?
No. I'm just saying in their lives.
It's probably that one friend of yours that was talking about the dude was wasn't attracted with the eyes.
What you ain't gonna do on this here show here is trying to figure out which friend I'm talking about.
Wait a minute, you be trying to figure out where folks is located and stuff like that.
I speak in general terms, and then you gonna say it was probably your
right.
friend.
Yeah, don't call out friends, Mama. Don't call out.
I said the one that probably.
You can't
friends.
You can't probably do that. You can't do that. But 50, it seems like there are other goals that you can set for 50. Like I don't know, start a new business.
I need a picture of her. I can't picture. I don't. What does she look like?
She's a beautiful woman. Listen, she's beautiful. She has kept herself together. She looks amazing. For 50. You
know what? Jay always got an I Spy.
No, I'll show you, Jay. You didn't got to go there. You didn't got to work that hard.
Visual. We just can't talk in general terms.
Oh,
this is a visual podcast. He's right. It's a visual podcast.
You know what I'm talking about. He's right.
No, it is a visual podcast. I have to.
Yeah, and then when the women on here want to see some of this visual stuff, then
I have showed y'all visuals.
Y'all show it as much.
Well, it ain't as exciting to us.
Exactly.
There she is right there.
Okay.
How old is she, by the way? I'm curious now. She's not 50 because she said she did this at 50. But how old is she now?
She look like she's been pumping iron. She look kind of rough.
Well, she's used it to stay in shape.
She's one of those physical, not physical.
I think she's a trainer now.
Yeah.
She looked like it because she looked like she told him, "Come on, nigga, get up in here."
So she's 59 now.
59?
She's 59.
Get it, girl.
Okay, because that 50 did look kind of old, so she's 59. Okay.
Yeah, she's 59 now. I'll give you the most recent.
Yeah, she needs lube.
I just think that's a long time to wait to try something. Like
every time I say that, Mama Noise just cringe. She want to say something so bad.
What do you want to say?
Don't say something, Mama Noise.
What do you want to say, Mama Noise?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't listening. What'd you say, Jay?
You don't like when I refer to it.
That's one of the most recent pictures.
She looked too hard for me, but she's a nice looking lady. She just look hard. Like she'll rip your dick off.
Oh wow, that escalated quickly.
That's so sad. This woman is being ripped up because at 50 she decided that she wanted to do something on her bucket list.
You know what, Derek? Hold on. You know what? Derek tried to slide one in. No pun intended. Or pun intended. She's a trainer. I see what you did there, Derek. Okay.
Anyway.
What did you say, Mama Noise?
I said she's at 50 and she wanted to do something on her bucket list.
Because she no longer cared about what people thought about her, so she did what she wanted to do. And that journey comes with age.
I remember a long time ago, maybe 20 years ago, back when they was advertising this thing called 7 oils. It's really like a bunch of different oils. They're saying you can use it on your hair, your nails, and your skin. But the way they advertised for the commercial for the oils was one woman in the middle with two guys, one guy on one side and one guy on the other. And it was like, what are they trying to say? They was trying to drop innuendos at that time. And that was for a black hair care product. So, I mean.
Do any of the noise maker have a bucket list to have a threesome with 2 men and 1 woman?
With all the men in the chat, they gonna be like, hell no.
Or does a woman have the fantasy to do it?
With 2 men. Oh no, 2 women and 1 man. Yeah.
Or whatever the fantasy is in your mind. How about that?
Cricket.
Noisemakers ain't answering that one today.
They like, hey. Y'all keep the receipts.
I'll go first. I'll go first. I don't want a threesome at all.
I don't either. I've never wanted it. I
can barely handle what I got. I'm gonna stick with what I got. She think I'm a hero, so I'm a hero.
Listen. I agree with Cuz. Listen, one thing about it is when I come to perform, I come as a solo act. I don't want to be in no band. I don't want to be in no band. Okay, some of the noisemakers like I already had that.
What Ron said, not Monday through Friday question. That is hilarious.
Well, that's in case you missed it Monday. You might have missed out this weekend or something.
That's
interesting.
Your phone call away.
That's interesting that so many people, I believe quite a few people have done it.
She said it was because of the Patron.
I don't believe that.
She said the Patron was flowing.
No,
talking. It's like
okay. You know why that ain't accurate is because you trying to tell me it's 2 random. You invited 2 dudes over, nobody else in the house, and then it just happened. Casually happened.
No, I think she said she was on vacation, and while they was on vacation, an opportunity presented itself. They were like, we were drinking, we were talking.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody mentioned tacos. and threesomes, and that's how the whole thing kind of unfolds.
No, you guys have said from a male perspective. As a woman, I don't feel that that's. If it's something that I just don't think you need to walk it out. If it's something that you say, oh man, that sounds like it would be cool, but no, I would never want to follow through with something like that.
So what's the benefit for the man to be with two men and a woman?
I don't think it's a benefit for him at all.
None. There's no benefit for the man.
I don't see the benefit.
Yeah.
Now, unless he gonna give you a blowjob while you.
No.
I just don't see the benefit.
I don't.
That's my
no.
point.
Yeah. No, I don't see where.
People do it.
No. It doesn't seem. Mr. Noise, you're looking uncomfortable. What's happening?
Damn. I'm just trying to get my job together. No, I don't see the benefit of a guy doing it either.
Wait a minute. You kind of said that you don't see the benefit of a guy. What about this double girl thing?
Oh, I see the benefit there.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, come on. Every man sees the benefit of having sex with two women at one time.
Do they now?
I mean,
wow.
You ain't gonna please both. Don't misunderstand me, but you gonna.
And nor do you care, right? You're not
just having fun.
I just feel like I would be so tired. I don't want it. It's just a lot. It's a lot of pressure.
No, no pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, man. I don't want it. If I was gonna do something like that, I would have been well in my 20s. There's no way that
right. Energy. Right.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry. I want to go to sleep after the first one. I'm ready to call it a night.
Oh. Kyrie said it's every man's dream. See,
not what he said. He said that's a nigga dream.
So, well, there you have it.
Two women. I mean, every man has thought about it at some point for two women, but two men and a woman, I just don't get why you want to be in that party.
Yeah, no. I even in my 20s, I just couldn't see myself as that. That's just saying, to me, it's a voluntary train.
Well, see, that's the other part. I don't know why a woman would want to do it unless you just really love penis.
No, that's still a train.
But women have, they got. Yeah, this ain't uncorked wine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah, we'll like it. It was just a fascinating story to me. I was just like, wow, you really 50? Like, geez. Wow. Paul said most military men have done it.
Mr. ARMY.
Cuz, is that true? Cuz, is that true? Most military men from the ARMY?
I would say this. Most military men I knew back in the day were drunks. So they probably did do it. I wasn't a drunk. I've never done that.
So his statement is not unfounded.
Because he really didn't say yes or no.
Well, here's the irony of what we're talking about now. A story just broke on our guy Robert Littau's website, Black Sports Online.
Oh no!
Where Gary Payton is talking about being in a love triangle with his wife and a mistress, and having two sons named Gary, born 5 months apart.
Not GP. Come on, GP.
He named one Gary Jr. and the other Gary II.
Dang, you can't get more gangster than that. Did they know about each other?
I would think not.
Oh my gosh.
You muted.
I don't know why I come on this show because these noirs make us a bona fide assholes.
Why? Why are they assholes?
Look at Chad. Look at Chad. No, I'm talking.
You try to play. You ain't listen to Kirk Franklin.
Okay, that was kind of asshole.
Yeah, Big boy, I tell you.
They come with the ruckus. Paul talking about he didn't use the glove. That's cold blooded. That's cold blooded right there.
Cold blooded.
y'all gangster, boy. I'm telling you.
You know what I mean?
Y'all gangster.
And they
He didn't use the glove. Wow. I'm just not interested in it. Maybe it's just me, but I've honestly never been interested in it.
No.
Like that ain't my thing. I don't know.
No. I bump that because to me it's just like I said, it's voluntary train. And you just like it's a competition. Then you sit there looking at yourself like, man, I know how I look, but now you not only looking how you look to that person, you got how you look to that person right here, and it's too many factors going on.
Too many weird variables. I don't like.
Hey, listen, back to Mr. Paul comment about the military. Listen, I thought that was a part of. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I thought I shouldn't say it, but shit, I'm gonna say it. I thought that was a part of, in some instances, I thought that was a part of pledging.
Wow.
We can move on. Let's move on.
No, wait.
Love didn't use the glove. No, he didn't.
Well, let me say this. I can't confirm that for all Divine 9 fraternities. However, I do know of one fraternity. I know of one fraternity that arranged some things.
Yes, that was a part of it. Right. Okay.
Man, this is breaking news because I didn't know none of that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Aren't all trains volunteer?
No,
that is true.
No.
It is true.
No, all trains aren't voluntary.
No. Don't
Wouldn't the woman have to volunteer for a train?
No.
No.
That's rape otherwise.
Yes, it is rape.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what Al is saying.
Intoxicated.
You can't call it a train if somebody's raping. That's different.
Well,
that's the same thing.
If she's intoxicated, it's not voluntary.
You have a voluntary rape. A voluntary train. You have an involuntary train. She could be intoxicated. She could be in a position where,
Listen, I know of a train where the woman was fully aware of her circumstances and was like, what are y'all waiting on? Like, I don't understand what the deal is.
When a woman did not expect for all that to happen to her, didn't want all of that to happen to her, and it happened to her. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's rape though.
Yeah, but the train was still ran on her. But the train,
right?
I agree, but I don't want to put that train on the same track as the other train.
That's why I said voluntary and involuntary.
Yeah, but I don't think we should put those in the same category.
You know what, Spence?
It's the same thing.
It's really not.
She got ran through by several different men. That's
right.
But
more than one.
But okay, but the moment she doesn't agree to it, that's not the same thing as the train we're talking about. A train is something that she says, I am the caboose. Please bring y'all engines.
No.
Now, if she didn't say that, if that statement was not made, then that is rape. That is rape all day and twice on Saturdays and Sundays. You have committed a crime, fellas. But guys that walked into a room with a willing participant, I mean, that's just what that is.
Okay.
Wow, Sean putting all the juice out there. Good gracious of life, Sean.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna call names, but okay.
And there you have it.
But I have heard those rumors though, Sean. I've heard the rumors.
Wow. So you mean that so when we watched the School Days and they put a half pint in there, that was a part of it? That's why he offered up Julian offered up his woman?
That wasn't a train. That was an arrangement.
No, I'm saying that he,
she agreed.
Because technically, wasn't she already with Julian at that time? And then he handed her.
She was with Julian. Listen, I'm not saying that the dude that convinces the girl to participate in the train is hasn't taken advantage of her either. I'm not saying that, because that also can be true. You know, you might be playing on low self-esteem issues or whatever allegiance you created to her. You know, there may even be some financial transaction for all we know. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying, if the moment she says yes, it's not.
Mr. Spence, do you are you able to see that a young lady could have thought she was going to spend an evening with a guy?
Thank you, sir.
That guy was low down and no good, and invited his friends along from the yard to come and experience what he was experiencing.
Yes.
And they lined up and did that woman.
Yes. And if she said yes in the moment and then went back and said no later.
Yes to what?
Let me finish, Ninja. If she says yes in the moment, but then goes back and says, I was tricked or I was deceived or I felt my life was in danger, so I did it, but I was raped, then that's rape. So I agree with you. Hold on, let me finish, Ninja. I agree with you in that regard. But what we're talking about is the AJ Johnson type situation. I knew very well from start to finish, whether I showed up and it was one guy and then other guys showed up and I agreed to do more because I'm just that kind of way. If she never says no, pre, during, or post, it's not a rape.
Didn't nobody here say rape?
No, y'all kept saying it's the same thing.
We said voluntary and involuntary training.
Mama Noise. That's the same. Okay. I'm not sure why you're
Furthermore, AJ said it was the Coco Patron.
I don't know why it's so hard for you to agree. I don't know how you ever got married. You
agree with what? What am I? Okay, help me understand.
Yes.
Help me understand what I'm agreeing or disagreeing to. Help me understand what I'm agreeing or disagreeing to. I'm agreeing with you.
There are two different types of train. It's an involuntary train and a voluntary train. Period.
We're not disagreeing with any of that. I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I just don't want to put them in the same. Listen, an involuntary train is rape. It is. It's rape. That's, you can call it involuntary train all you want to, but it's rape.
I agree.
So we're not. I don't ever want there to be people saying, walking around going, "Oh, well, she just involuntarily participated in the train and it was fine." It's not fine. You raped that woman all day and twice on Saturdays and Sundays. You raped her.
Ron, we co-pastor. How you going?
See, you just got finished ordaining him to be co-pastor.
He hasn't been ordained yet. He hasn't been ordained yet.
So you gonna pull his ordination papers?
You gonna demote him back to deacon?
You gonna pull it right when he gets to the podium? You gonna snatch his ordination papers away from him?
You gonna demote him down to usher?
Wow.
Wait a minute. What you're not gonna do is
it's rough in this church, boy. It's rough.
Oh my gosh.
Man. Y'all see Alvin Kamara got arrested?
That's football player, right?
Yeah, after the Pro Bowl, he went and whooped somebody's ass.
Is this something in the water in Las Vegas?
Well, there's a lot of things in Las Vegas, and that's probably why he got in trouble. This stuff, liquor and drugs and booty, and you just get distracted, and next thing you know, you whooping somebody's ass. Voluntarily, not involuntarily.
Really?
Towns and cities that are known for partying, afterlife, whether it be a New Orleans or a Ybor City in Tampa or a Las Vegas, those type places are always prone to crime like that, involving alcohol, involving drugs, because you go there to party. You don't go there to lift up holy hands. You go there to.
You don't go to lift up holy hands, what you said.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes we take it too far. It only takes one idiot to ruin a party.
Mm-mm.
And not
I
everybody.
don't know why guys. I don't know why they can't stay out of trouble. Like what? I don't know. There's something about the mentality of today's athlete that thinks that there's a societal invincibility that they carry with them. I can say what I want. I can do what I want. I can do what I want to do to whoever I do it to, and it doesn't. And there's no consequence to those actions. I don't get that. Now again, this is the police's version of what he did. He hit the club in Vegas Saturday night. He beat somebody's ass early Sunday morning, went back to the hotel, went to sleep, then played in the Pro Bowl. That's what they saying happened.
I'm sorry. Did you say he beat somebody?
They said he beat this dude
early Sunday morning and then played in the Pro Bowl.
And
like
then went to the Pro Bowl, like, you know, man, I'm ready to go get these touchdowns on.
So was there nobody that charges or nobody called the police at the time of the beating the tail, and then
maybe they didn't think that, maybe they didn't know where he was or something. I
then
don't know.
They said, "Hey, that's that dude from last night.
Why is he on TV?" And then he was, and after the game, they took him into custody.
Oh, wow.
And he's got a court hearing this afternoon in Vegas for battery and domestic violence.
Okay. I know that boxers are licensed, their hands are licensed or whatever, is like weapons or whatever. But is there nobody that tells football players that you just can't be going around whooping nobody's tail because, you know, you are a football player? And
but that's my point, Mama Noise. I think there's something about athletes, period. They have a societal invincibility tied to them. Like, I can do what I want to do. Then there's no consequences to it. And it spills over into their family. Look at Patrick Mahomes' brother. Trying to kiss some woman in Vegas against the wheel, walking up to her, just trying to kiss her against the wheel. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you?
Well, Patrick Mahomes, are they married yet?
Fiance. It's still his
fiance, when she was shaking up the champagne and sprayed it all on some fans or whatever, they was like, clearly, folks that in his camp is just doing whatever they think they're grown enough to do.
Well,
go ahead.
I have two things to say that I have to get off, and I apologize. I too have a doctor's appointment. I sent my stool sample in early.
Yeah, I don't need to know that.
That was efficient.
Okay.
Just stool sample.
Listen, don't pretend like we don't elevate these stars ourselves. If you got game, you damn near a superstar. Simply because you have game. We don't know much about your personality. You could be stuck on stupid. But because you have game, we elevate you. Someone needs to tell these stars or these athletes that Ninja, you have been elevated, so therefore you cannot party with the general population. Because there's going to be somebody in the crowd that's going to try you because you have been elevated.
True.
And it only takes one. Most people are going to be respectful to you. Hey, let's take a picture together, selfie. I saw so. But somebody's going to try you. And when you're in that position and you are tried, then obviously you're going to defend yourself, apparently, and then it gets blown up in the paper. So we elevate them, but yet they have to realize that they have that status and act accordingly.
They are walking lawsuits.
Absolutely. That's what I was trying to say, Mama Dawson. Thank you. You dead on.
I don't remember the game that I saw, but they were at some game. The player was walking off the field, and the fans were leaning in, and the railing gave way, and they fell. But he was like, "Oh my gosh," trying to help them up, and they was like, first they was like, "Oh, he was so nice to take time out to try to make sure the fans was okay," but then the fans was like, after they realized they was all right, they like, you know. The football stadium didn't try to get nobody over here to help us. What if we was bleeding? What if we was really injured? Next thing you know, there was a lawsuit saying that they did not get the proper assistance with the breaking of the railing, and now we're suing the stadium for having a raggedy railing.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily the same thing.
Well, I'm saying that he was there helping them.
Alan Kamara?
Trying to reach out to,
No, the athlete was.
No, the athlete. Yeah, but I'm saying that's not
trying to help them.
But I don't know if Alvin was trying to help anybody. Alvin was
no. I'm saying what I was agreeing. I'm grateful that Jay was understanding what I was saying is that they are walking lawsuits. This man was trying to help them, yet now they're doing a glass.
They're not trying to sue Jalen Hurts.
Well, I'm sure he's included in it somewhere, saying that
No. They're not trying to sue him. I want to clear that up. No. They're not.
They wouldn't have a lawsuit if it wasn't for him.
Yeah,
because they were reaching out.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would, Mama Noise. That's what I'm saying. That's not the same thing, baby. They want to sue NFL, and they're gonna. Well, and more specifically, they want to sue whatever that stadium is. And guess what? They're probably going to win.
Was that a basketball or football?
That's a football game. And they're probably going to win. They're probably going to win. They're going to settle that lawsuit. All right. They're going to settle that lawsuit because the stadium, you go to the stadium and there is a not assumption. That's not the word it's called. What's the word I'm looking for? You accept. There's an accepting of safety responsibility the moment somebody enters your premises. It's like going to school. Like if the school assumes a level of responsibility to your safety because you came in. So no, they're not going to sue Jalen. It ain't Jalen's fault. They just, it's their fault as a stadium for not having rails that were safe and in place for whatever reason. So yeah, they're going to sue those people.
I know this is not on the docket, but I have to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
Speaking of lawsuits, the Astro World lawsuit with what's his name? Travis Scott.
We hadn't talked about that in a long time.
Right?
Yep.
However, Billie Eilish had a concert here recently, and there was someone with asthma that was gasping for air in one of her concerts, and she stopped the entire concert and petitioned for an inhaler for this one person. And TMZ says that it was major shade because she was trying to imply that we don't mind stopping things. We don't mind stopping the concert for you. You're so important to us, and we don't mind trying to make sure you have an inhaler. Although I don't understand why the person shouldn't be just as much responsible as you got asthma. Why you ain't got your inhaler with you? But I'm just saying. But at any rate, she stopped the concert, huh?
I mean, go ahead.
She stopped the concert and was trying to let everybody know that she had no problem stopping her concert to ensure that her fans got the proper care that was needed in order to make sure they were safe in her concert.
So TMZ just wanted to show she was out here throwing shade.
She we're not that busy. We're not that desperate to continue on as if you're not important. We'll stop it all. to make sure that you have it. And she kept saying, I saw the clip. She kept saying, you're okay. You're okay. You're fine. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now we can go for.
Well, I'm gonna say this to what she did, and if she is truly shading, like as you are alluding to right now, I'm just gonna say this very simply: be careful what you say and do, because that shit might come back to you.
I'm saying
you can shade people all you want to. You can throw your little jabs. You can, we do this. Okay, Billie Eilish. Okay.
Right. Okay, girl.
You can listen. If that's the game you want to play, go right ahead.
Keep that same energy.
I'm just saying, life has a funny way of coming back around on these type of issues. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Hey, Tara, it's good to see you. Shout out to Tara.
Hey, Sarah. I'm so glad to have some females up in this camp. All this
wasn't that
been
bad.
trying to give me the business.
No, we were not. Stop it.
Oh, yes, indeedy.
No, we weren't. Stop it.
Tara, you need to go back to the front of the show, girl. They was really.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, y'all was talking the threesome thing. And nobody want to be with no another dude.
We don't want to do that.
That was the part. But then when I said, what about two girls? Well, now I ain't gonna say that I hadn't had that yet.
That was not me. That was Jay. That was I ain't say nothing about no.
That was him.
I ain't say nothing about none of that. I don't want none of that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying 50. Jesus, you wait till you get 50 and want to start being rammed through by.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen. I am a woman and still felt uncomfortable with Melvin in the kitchen with no clothes on and just an apron at the stove. I'm just saying. Because I was like, okay, dang. Melvin, you can't go to the stove with drawers on? You gotta go drawersless to go cooking? So to hear her say at age 50, she was like, it was like a dream fulfilled to have a threesome with two incredible looking dudes. Okay.
That's funny, Andy.
YouTube chiming in talking about woohoo.
There is a definite culture in the noisemakers when we talk about certain stories. They be like, we need proof.
See, I'm just saying.
That's funny. No,
but it just proves the point. The guys were saying, send me the link when it's two girls, but then when it's like two dudes, it's like.
Ron said if his kids wasn't living there, he'd be in there like Melvin.
I don't want that. I don't want that in my mental Rolodex.
I ain't gonna lie, Mama Noise. If our kids didn't
live there,
strong possibility I might free ball that thing.
No, I think that's.
I think I would. I'm pretty sure if I didn't have kids living in the house, and I got news for you, I think you would too.
No,
Mama Noise. No kids.
Popped by bacon grease. No.
Hold on. Okay. Take the cooking out of it. I'm talking about no kids.
I don't know. I don't want that in anybody's mental Rolodex.
That's not an answer. We grown, Mama Noise. We grown.
And then we can talk about it after the show.
I'm just saying.
Tara said naked cooking is sexy. Well,
I'm gonna leave it alone for now, Mama Noise, but I got a feeling.
I'm just saying.
I know you.
Well, I mean, but see, we went from the threesome talk to the cooking, and I'm saying.
No, you went to the cooking.
No, I just said Melvin and Baby Boy.
That's my point. You brought it up.
That was excessive.
Well, you brought it up.
So. I'm saying as a grown individual, if I went over to my mama's house and stayed the night and walked in the kitchen and there was a grown man in there with nothing on but an apron, I'd be like, hell no. I got
you in her house.
Nope.
How she run her house is her house. That's her house. You can't tell her what to do in her house. Just like anybody tell us what to do.
Clearly. That's why you got to get a hotel. You can't be staying the night at your mom's house if she got mail company, because That's just
You
too
bring
much.
it up a lot, so I think secretly you really want me to do it. You just, we got kids that can't do it right now. That's really what this is all about, y'all.
You secretly want me?
Yeah, this is actually code.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is. I know code when I hear code.
Oh my gosh.
We got a couple of church announcements again to give to the peoples.
Oh, I want to give a shout out first.
Okay, Mama Noise. Boy, you interrupt the.
I am the interrupter.
Go ahead.
And the independent thinker. Shout out to Deion King for the stars.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Deion King for the 200 stars. Thank you, sir. Woo woo! Ba, 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 ba.
We appreciate them stars, man. I need to give y'all the schedule for the week. I don't know. We working on something tomorrow. We just trying to flush out how we want to phrase it. But we're gonna have a good show tomorrow. It's gonna be it's always a good show, but we're gonna have a specific topic on Tuesday. We always have some really good, amazing topics on Tuesday. Yeah, tell them, Tara, get the key. Don't call. You might want to call first. My house. I'm gonna tell mine. When they move out, when mine move out, I'm telling them, you don't just pop up on your mama now.
I saw
you're gonna get
a doormat that says, "Did you call first?"
Listen, when our girls move out, I'm gonna tell them, y'all might want to call.
Oh my gosh!
If you don't call, then you and your little husband and grandkids, whoever, it might be something you ain't ready for. I'm just telling you. But anyway, make sure you share in case you missed it Monday with your friends. Tomorrow's show, we got a great show for you tomorrow on Talkin Noise. Then Wednesday, another WTH Wednesday. I got some WTHs that's going. If you thought today was crazy, just tune in Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon, we got a great show for you on the 5. Man, the 5. What a culture we built there, and
I mean, listen,
from Chad Major and the fellas, and we just added one more. We just brought in a 6-man.
Oh snap!
So we're gonna bring it. We're gonna tell y'all more about the 6-man on
5 Nation.
Yeah, on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, and then of course, Believe in the ACC. An amazing conversation we had last week with Robbie Valentine. Go back and watch that. That's worth your time. And then, of course, Black Friday. We got Soror Danielle Thomas, the official noise doctor, thought doctor, not thought engineer, but thought doctor.
That's right. Because we got a couple of doctors on in noise.
Yes, we do. And so she's going to come and talk to us about some things. And that should be a really good conversation on Black Friday, plus our normal Black Friday stuff. So great week coming up this week, and it's Valentine's week. So we got some Valentine's stuff that we'll probably get into this week, and this weekend. So don't miss all the wonderful things going on with Noise Media, right? All right, you guys get
the Noise schedule, and listen.
I was not talking about you as one of the doctors, Jay. I was not.
You need to like and subscribe on our YouTube channels. Listen, channels on the Talkin Noise live podcast. Is that correct, Mr. Noise?
Talkin Noise live daily podcast. I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's live daily podcast. Yeah. Okay.
That's where you'll find the daily Talkin Noise podcast episodes. Well, I'm looking at it now. It says Talkin Noise live podcast. Okay.
Oh, the live podcast. Okay,
yeah.
It's live podcast.
So Talkin Noise live podcast. If you'll go to YouTube and go to Talkin Noise live podcast, that's where you'll find all the shows here. There for like today's show, and that's where you'll find us live every day, Monday through Friday. If you'll like and share and subscribe, we'd appreciate that. And if you missed this weekend for Uncorked Wine and you say, dang, man, I missed it. No problem. We have an Uncorked Wine channel on YouTube. So you can go back and see past Uncorked Wine shows And, you know, you can have an uncorked wine day. Maybe you're having a bad day and you're saying, man, I just want to chill. I just want to relax and have something nice to watch, or kick it with and watch some past episodes. Listen, you can go to the Uncorked Wine channel on YouTube and like and subscribe, and you can go back and watch all our past Uncorked.
Not all.
Just to hear recent ones. The
right.
We got, you know, got greenlit from YouTube. But you can go to the Noisemaker page. The Noisemaker page has Daddy and the Girls, The Five, Believe in the ACC, I Still Do, and Talkin NOIZ Daily Podcast, and the BNR Supper Club. All those things are on the Noisemaker page. So know your noise schedule. And then if you say, man, I missed the schedule, no problem. You can go back and see past episodes on the Noisemaker page here on Facebook.
Yep. I'll say this about the like the Five and stuff like that. We had to break the pages up because of what happened last time. And so that's why they all have their own page now. The easiest way once you find the page is to go. There's a bell that you can hit, that little bell on YouTube. Hit the all, and then that way you got all the notifications when we go live on those particular things. But Daddy and the Girls, I Still Do, Talkin NOIZ Live Daily. It's all on the Talkin NOIZ Live podcast. Uncorked Wine has its own page. The Five has its own page. Believe in the ATC has its own page. So you have to go to type those in to go to their pages. But we sure appreciate you helping us rebuild our YouTube following.
Yeah.
And, you guys are awesome. Real quick before we go, Mama Noise, I started writing a new pilot last night.
Another pilot?
Yeah, I got a new one that we're in the midst of pitching. We're about to pitch it. So it's really good. I think people are going to dig it. It's a really, really unique show. I don't think there's anything on TV like it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really different. Very different for me, even as a writer. Because normally I don't find myself in these realms of writing, but this is going to be fun to write because I get to be very realistically imaginative. And so I'm excited about what this potentially can be. The opening scene of the pilot is fire. Like, it's just really good. So you'll be captured right from the start. So it's a good. So I'm having a good time with all of the things that's going on behind the scenes. I wish we could get into it publicly right now with a lot of stuff, but we're not quite there yet, but we're close.
Okay.
We're very, 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 very close. So I say that to say that when you guys send stars, or when you hit our Cash App, or when you hit our PayPal or whatever, every time you do it, even those of you who are like surprising us with different stuff from time to time, man, that helps tremendously to keep the train moving. And just it's really, really awesome. So we're close to a lot of different things. The butt naked cooking in the kitchen documentary, that is not a thing for us right now, Ron. But listen, I'm open to ideas. I'm not.
No. I
am open to ideas, Mama Noise.
Yeah.
I can call it Melvin's cooking show.
No, we're not doing Melvin. But I do want to piggyback on what you said.
Being judgmental.
I would like to thank everyone. Thank you so much for those things. Thank you for the Cash App. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for those things. Thank you for following us. Thank you for coming each day. We appreciate your support and your comments. Thank you so much for the comments and getting involved in the conversation. Thank you for meeting us every Saturday night for Uncorked Wine and I Still Do, and Daddy and the Girls. And thank you for creating the Five Nation. For the five, the Five family is just building and building, and we are so grateful for the sports family that's just been increasing week after week on the Five. So there's something here for you at Noise Media with all of the different shows we have on our platforms that we share on multiple platforms. There is something here for you. And so we try our best to bring great content and try to keep fresh conversation. And we just thank you guys for joining us each day and your support.
All right. I got nothing else. Shout out to our sponsor, doingtheworldofflavor.com. It's Valentine's.
Popcorn.
So you might want to get your popcorn on and send that to your sweetie's house or to your wife's house, or to your house for you and your wife or you and your husband, because y'all know y'all gonna want Netflix and chill this weekend. So you might as well get you some popcorn to do it with. Or you might want to spruce up your Super Bowl party. So go on and go to Popcorn World, doingtheworldofflavor.com. Get your 20% off by using the code NOIZ, noise. And yeah, man.
And orders that are $50 or more is free shipping. So you want the free shipping? Get you up to 50 and and then use your 20% off. You're doing all right.
Yep. All right, I got nothing else.
Okay.
I'm trying to think while you're talking.
No, I think
that's it.
I believe you're right.
This has been a fun, in case you missed it, Monday. We have covered all the spectrums from rage to horny to what in the world. So
yeah,
you left no stone unturned. So
no stone. So make sure you do the rewatch. Check it out. If you missed it, you just tuning in and you
bang rewatch gang. Love it.
Yeah. I love that. I love that.
All right. We out here, y'all. Y'all have a great
Monday.
Yeah, have a great Monday. And we'll be back tomorrow with another show. Check out the site. When you see it pop up, you'll see the new topic or whatever. We're just trying to confirm a couple of things before we release the name of the new topic, but you'll have it here before the end of the day. So, all right, y'all. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Peace.
We're talking